Hello and welcome in our YouTube channel Metallurgical Facts. Subscribe our channel and press bell icon to get notification. You can also follow us on our Facebook and Instagram page for daily quizzes and practice. In case of any query, write us on metallurgicalfacts@gmail.com. The objective of this video is to introduce commonly used metal, that is iron. Iron is considered to be the most important metal and is almost omnipresent in our daily life. Iron is second most abundant metal in the earth crust and its annual production exceeds by far that of all other metals combined. Iron is metallic element, a metal of transition group eighth of the periodic table. Symbol used for iron is Fe, which comes from Latin ferrum. In this table, one can observe the different basic characteristics of iron, that is atomic number 26, atomic mass 55.84, specific gravity 7.87. So for converting specific gravity value into the density, we have to multiply specific gravity value by the density of water. The crystal structure of iron is BCC, melting temperature of iron is 1539 degrees centigrade. Boiling point for iron is 2862 degrees centigrade. Iron is an allotrope metal, which means that it can exist in more than one type of lattice structure depending upon the temperature. So here we can see the allotropic transformation of iron. So from till 910 degrees centigrade, it exists in alpha iron, which is having BCC crystal structure. It is ferromagnetic, but above 768 degrees centigrade, magnetic properties disappear. This 768 degrees centigrade is also known as Curie temperature for iron. So from 910 to 1400 degrees centigrade, iron exists in form of gamma iron, that is having FCC crystal structure. After 1400 degrees centigrade to 1539, it is in form of delta iron, which is having BCC crystal structure. Every ore contains one or more minerals of the element to be extracted associated with gangue and impurities or tramp elements. The ore minerals are mainly oxides, hydroxides, salts, sulfides of the elements to be extracted. The mineralogical type of iron ore is often more important than the chemical analysis because hematite, magnetite and other minerals react quite different in the blast furnace. So here we will see the mineralogical characteristics of iron ore. The most commonly used iron ores are of oxide type. So the first one is magnetite, which has magnetic properties at lower temperature until 570 degrees centigrade. Magnetite ores are characterized by high Fe content and relatively lower reducibility and are often accompanied by sulfur. These ores are of black color. The next one is hematite, which contains 70% of Fe. Iron ore, which is very widespread and having a low content of harmful impurities. The next type is hydroxide type. These ores are characterized by lower iron content and limonite, geothite, hydrohematite falls under this category. High reducibility and porosity and are often accompanied with manganese and phosphorus. The next one is carbonate, siderite. Siderite is a carbonate which contains 48.3% of Fe. It is characterized by lower iron content due to both low iron content in the iron ore mineral and high gangue content in the ore. The next one is ilmenite, that is FeTiO3, which is of black color, contains 36.8% Fe and 31.8% titanium in pure form. It is usually associated with magnetite and forms titanomagnetite ores. These ores have magnetic properties, lower reducibility and high density. The next one is sulfide ore, that is pyrite. Pyrite contains 46.7% of Fe and it does not make up an iron ore. Pyrite is generally used in chemical industry for sulfur extraction by means of burning. After understanding the mineralogical characteristics of iron ore, now we will move to the roots of iron making, means how the iron is produced by these type of ores or by iron oxides. So first route is well-known route, that is blast furnace iron making route. So the purpose of the blast furnace is to chemically reduce and physically convert iron oxides into liquid iron called hot metal. The blast furnace is continuously operating shaft furnace based on the counterflow principle. The product of the blast furnace process is hot metal, or also known as pig iron. So we will see this process in details in our upcoming videos of extraction of metals. The next process for iron making is direct reduction. Direct reduction is defined as any process in which metallic iron is produced by reduction of iron ore or any other iron oxide by avoiding the liquid melting phase and below the melting temperature of any materials involved with the use of solid, liquid or gaseous reductants. The product of direct reduction process is sponge iron or DRI, also known as direct reduced iron. The next process for iron making is smelting reduction. Smelting reduction, the special term, means group of processes by uh, which produce liquid hot metal from iron ore without use of coke as reducing agent. Smelting reduction process involves both solid state reduction and smelting. Now we will see the application of iron. So iron is mostly used in the production of steels. Then construction and building, also iron is used for machinery and in automotive industry and many other industrial equipment. Iron is chief metal which is used for many purposes. Thank you guys for your attention. Hoping you guys have learned something new in our video. To get notification of upcoming video, subscribe our channel and press bell icon. Thank you.